The surprise and delight of the process for me now is I don't focus into how I get things done. I don't spend time worrying about how. I spend my energy focused into what I want to create and then getting into alignment, moving my energy in that direction, getting my alignment going. Not how am I going to get from point A to point B. I focus in doing my daily practice. I focus in connecting to my breath. I focus into getting my energy into the space of being all that I can be, being as aligned as I can be with all that I am, or with my higher self, or with God. However you choose to look at it, it's all okay. It's all relative to the same thing. You're saying the same things, you're just using language that makes you feel comfortable. So, whether it's God, the universe, your higher self, whatever it is, the more you align to that, the more inspiration comes. The more inspiration comes, the more you are available to whatever the universe can bring your way to easily help you navigate to those things that are important to you. And while you may not always have identified them, I'm one of those people. I don't live in a goal world. So I am creating, and that creation process is about focusing on what the desire is. What is the thing I desire to create? That's even changed over time because I've become less focused in getting so narrowed in on the detail of it that I lose sight of any other potential or possibility that exists. So the things that I desire now are more about experiencing and not so much about I want a red car, I want a hot rod, I want to, it isn't that I don't want a nice car, I don't want a nice house, or I don't want nice things, but I don't focus there as the outcome. I focus here in creating the things that I know will be satisfying. I want to feel more connected. I want to feel more aligned. I want to feel joy. I want to feel satisfaction. I want to be satisfied with my experiences. And so I start to be inspired to the things that help with that. So when I started this originally, back years ago, a very dear friend of mine tapped me into the whole concept of appreciation, which I'd never even thought about before. I'd heard about gratitude. I didn't really resonate with gratitude all that much because I wasn't living in a place where I was feeling like something else was giving me something in order for me to be okay. I started young. I left my parents' home when I was 15 and a half or 16. And so I had learned to create my life. And fortunately, I had enough belief in that I lived in that space a lot. But I still did practical things, but those practical things were the result of the inspiration I was receiving because I was working on the connection, dialing into that larger connection, and recognizing over time that the rat race that was sort of given to me as this is your life was not my life, and it certainly wasn't anything I was interested in. So I had to forge my own path as well. So as I continued to do that, I stopped worrying about, well, if I want to get a good job, how am I going to get a good job? No, it's not about that. It's I'm going to get a good job. End of sentence. Now, how do I focus my energy for that to happen? How do I focus? Now, what do I want to? What kind of work do I want to focus into? I can define that. I can get clear about that. Why not? That's not too much detail. I don't have to say, maybe I want to work at a specific place. That's also possible. There are no limitations in the possibilities. The thing that I'm trying to convey to you is not to get stuck in the hows of you. How do you get there? How do you get there? How do you get there? Because then you're getting into the management and control of your life rather than the flow and creation of your life.